Yeah, no, not coming up. So that's what I'm trying to check. What's supposed to be storage space? I'm trying to think and then let's see before the end of the minute. Okay. You really got the benefit for the yeah, I'm fine. Have a comment. Yeah, I think Wednesday. I just read about it. Really, it's a new phenomenon. It's like new business. I think it's 50. So part of the program we have I get linked together. So almost all the files I have the best one is on a laptop too. So maybe that's one of the reasons. There's a token. Well, first session. And there's also the second one. Maybe it's done. We have the chair here. So, okay. We have any of the panelists available. Social media. Hi, Maureen. Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Hi, Maureen. Can you hear me?
Hello, yeah,
Okay,
good
so it
day.
seems you're the only one available. I
Yes,
don't
of
know
course,
what
I
to
can hear
say.
you. Okay, let me present.
So I don't know if we have other presenters
Can I
available, but it seems
present?
you're the only one. You want to
Yeah, I would
contact
love
the
to
chair?
present because of network. Network is good now.
Okay, go ahead and talk to your
Huh?
paper. Go ahead and talk to your paper, please.
It's all right. So, good day. The title of my paper is Continuity and Discontinuity in Post-Colonial Africa. Discourse on trending social issues in Nigeria. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello? Okay.
Hello.
So I said that the title of Hello, I can hear you.
Go ahead and
Hello,
speak.
I can hear you.
Go ahead.
Okay. So, okay, the title of my paper is Continuity and Discontinuity in Post-Colonial Africa, Discourse on Trending Social Issues in Nigeria. And I want to talk about things that should be discontinued in Nigeria or in Africa in general, and things that must be continued. For example, in Nigeria, well, in Africa in general, we are opportuned to have a lot of mineral resources and human resources. Yet we are poor in so many ways. Most of our youth are unemployed in Nigeria, especially. Every year, new graduates, turn out, but there is no employment to take them in. This must be continued. I think the government must look into the problem of youth. It must not be every year occurrence, without concentrating on the youth. Many of our youth are migrating abroad and causing brain drain in the system. I think this should be discontinued, and we must find a way to provide employment for our youth, make our medical young youth, make them comfortable by paying them very well. So another point is that in Nigeria we are borrowing too much from foreign countries and from and other aids and organizations. I think this must be discontinued. We must maximize the resources we have in Nigeria and stop borrowing too much, thinking that it's nothing. I think we are selling our heritage and our rights by borrowing too much from other foreign countries. We must maximize what we have here, So this must be I say that debt and borrowing must be discontinued for us to forge ahead in Nigeria. Another point is that tribalism and ethnicity is disturbing our country a lot. Tribalism and hatred among various ethnic groups is causing so much problem in Nigeria. And I say that this must be discontinued. We need to forge ahead. We need to, know that we are one Nigeria, despite our cultural differences, despite those differences, we are one, and we must have to forge ahead and stop, fighting one another due to, ethnicity and tribalism. So I say that these two must be, discontinued. Then there is another trending issue that very among government officials when they come to election as president, as governors, as vice chancellors, most of them abandon projects that were started by their predecessors. And I think this is wrong. And it wastes a lot of materials and wastes a lot of which we don't have enough in them. So I'm saying that this will be discontinued. And I'm suggesting that whenever new governments come in, they must have to, continue the project started by their predecessors so that we go on, we will have rapid development in the country and in Africa in general. So another point is that in politics, in good positions of governance in Nigeria and in Africa in general. For example, in Liberia, there was a time we have a Sirleaf, as a president of Liberia. The woman, only one woman for many years. And I don't think this is correct. In Nigeria, for example, we have more men in political positions, in governance positions, and so on. I think we need more women. And I think the practice of putting more men, against women, thinking that they are better off, it should be discontinued. We need to balance the system, the equation, by putting women, because they too are intelligent. So we need to, look into this problem and discontinue marginalization of women in some political positions in our communities. More women, more men are than women. So I say that this should be discontinued so that we'll have more development. Then there is something I said again, youth employment, youth concentrating on youth is very important because most of them are working as thugs to politicians. I think this must be discontinued. The politicians that are using our youth as thugs be discontinued. The act of doing that discontinued. This country can grow forward. So these are some of the issues I mentioned that must be discontinued. And another important one is that our heritage matters. Our heritage artifacts are very, very important. We must stop allowing some Christians going into the villages to scatter our artifacts, carry away our artifacts from shrines, from groups. This is our cultural heritage, and it's our duty to preserve them because they tell much about us. So that the act of allowing Christians and some Pentecostals to go to the villages, scatter shrines, scatter groups, and artifacts is wrong, and this must be discontinued. So some of the factors that I said that must be continued is that number one, we must welcome technology in Nigeria and Africa in general for us to have a rapid development. This is very, very important. For example, this is the time of AI, artificial intelligence, and most Africans are afraid what their future is going to be like. But we cannot, continue being afraid. It's the technology at the moment. All over the world, people are going digital. So I think I'm saying that we have to embrace this, continue with welcoming it, so that our future will be bright in Africa, in general, and Nigeria in particular. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll come back to you if we have another speaker and if there is question for you, please on your paper. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. And social media. Okay, if we don't, do we have question for Maureen on our paper? Okay, please, you can call.
Good evening, Maureen. How are you doing? So, given your discourse, I'd like for your out of your paper or on a paper. Because most of what you said seems to be your opinion. Never give a detailed reason why they should continue and why they should discontinue. And also, I noticed that you talked more about what should be discontinued among social issues in Nigeria. What about things that are meant to be continued? For instance, talk about the selling of our artifacts. As a boss, as a tourist, I might feel that it's better for the white to keep our artifacts that we have in it because they tend to keep it for us, make use of it to some extent that we just not appreciating this one, then we not valuing what we have. So what are the things that you feel like should continue about our national issue in Nigeria? And like I said earlier, your paper is a very good research or at the paper.
You want to respond to that?
Um, Thank you, Maureen. I think it was. I'm Biogun. I want to. I'm looking at a topic right now. Africa. Follow. Then you also have discourse on trendy social issues. I want to ask, which one is your dependent variable and independent variable? Because are you actually talking about continuity and discontinuity? Or are you talking about discourse on trendy social issues? So we need to identify your independent variables and dependent variables. Please, I need an answer for that.
Are you there, Maureen? No, no, no. You have to come again. The network is gone. It's not. The network. The network went wrong. She will. She will. Yes, ma'am. Unfortunately, Maureen is gone. Unfortunately, Maureen is gone. I can rest now. Silent. Yes, I think she's back. Hello, Maureen, are you back?
Yes, I'm back. It's network. I'm back.
Okay, did you hear the questions?
Yes, I heard the question.
Okay, we have two questions.
And
So
I
go
have
ahead and
answered,
respond, please. Go ahead and respond.
Okay, can you repeat the question? Repeat the question because I think I've answered the first person.
The first one asks you if your paper is opinion piece or empirical research. You get that question?
Okay, so yes, it is a research. It's
Okay,
empirical research.
okay, it's an empirical research. So they want to know more about what exactly is the focus of your paper and what are the instances you are giving in terms of social issues that need to continue and those that need to be discontinued.
Okay, it's all right. Thank you. More about my paper and what I'm trying to focus on is that there are things that we must have to discontinue. We have to stop in Nigeria or in Africa in general, and there are things that we have to continue so that we will have a good development. For example, I said that most of our youths are traveling abroad and they are causing brain drain in Nigeria, and it's the duty of the government to find employment, take this serious, find employment for them, and for those of them that are working in the country, they should be paid well. The medical personnel, they need to be paid well. And another said that is that most projects, started by the old government in the university, in states, in federal, this so most governments they normally abandon old projects and start new ones, and I think this should be discontinued. And some of the things I said that has to continue is that we must continue to encourage our youth to acquire skills. We must encourage women to be more involved in making decisions in Nigeria, because it's like 70% of men are in the government or in good positions in the country. And I'm saying that we need to encourage and continue to encourage more women that are educated, that are intelligent, to be in the system so that we have more development. And I'm saying that we must continue that now that technology is coming into the country gradually, or in Africa in general, especially artificial intelligence, most people are afraid. And I'm saying that we must stop being afraid. We should continue to encourage this to come in so that we can belong in the world. We can compete with the rest of the world in technology and ICT. These are the things I said. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Madam, thank you for your presentation. Yes, the question came that what are the variables? What is your dependent and independent variable? Subject that we discussed. Which one is your dependent and which one is independent variable?
So someone is asking about your title, the title of your paper. That which of the item is variable and what?
Dependent and independent
Variable.
variable.
The network is straight to really. The network is also bad on the other end. So it's well, if we're able to cover, yeah, then Ìsí kankan wà pé nígbà tí ìrẹsì èmi ni ìgbà tí wọ́n fún un get high high high. Vamos, vamos. Vamos.